HQ. This HQ is gonna go down. Yes, he's gonna snipe a guy, but I got an HQ, and here comes 2 infantry, and they're gonna go and try and steal this airfield. If I can steal the airfield, pretty much Psyko will be done. He'll have nothing. So here comes the steal, and I'm pumping out so much infantry, and I'm trying to push this, and I took the airfield, so now he has nowhere to go. Now Psyko has nothing to do. Psyko can't do anything, and I'm pushing so many infantry trying to end this game, but I realize these chaffies are so strong, and I fanaticism trying to push this back, but these chaffies are just mauling down my infantry right now, and I believe I realized this in a couple seconds, and I said to myself, okay, this won't work, and Psyko surrendered, so now it's 1 versus 1. I start pushing here, and here comes more infantry trying to steal my HQ, and I'm pushing all this infantry. I'm trying to push, and I realize the fanaticism ends, and my fanaticism is actually gone here. So I say to myself, okay, I can't win this. This is too much fanaticism, all these chaffies. I say, this is too much. I start retreating with all these rangers. I say, this is too much. I can't do it. And I think I'll go try and steal this depot here. I'm going to push it with more rangers. And I believe this is where I make an anti-tank base again, and I start pushing on him because I realize I'm in big trouble. I have this airfield now. And right now it's only 2 minutes. If they hold out, they win the game. And I pull these men back here, and I'm trying to hold this back. I pull them back, I think, as much as I can to stop this attack, or stop me losing all these points. And I'm down by 1,000 points still, and it's 1 versus 1 right now. And I don't think Alcide realizes this when we're playing. So I'm pushed back here, and I believe this is when I make my anti-tank base, and this is when he pushes on me. That I start to do a ton of damage. So here comes my I'm just gonna keep it on my view. He's gonna push now, and here comes the anti-tank base. So here comes the anti-tank base. It's gonna load, and this is when the tide will turn with this anti-tank base. So this anti-tank shuttle is going to start sniping these units. So I got fanaticism. There goes 1 right now. Here's 1's getting sniped, and I'm going to start pumping out more, and they're going to start getting wounded. So here comes more infantry, and I'm pumping out these infantry, and they're really wounding these tanks. And there goes a bunch of tanks sniped by my rangers. My rangers really did this anti-tank base wounded the tanks, and then my rangers cleaned it up once they got in range. And so now I actually made a bomber. I'm going to go for this bombing run, and I'm only down 900 points. So this game's so close, and he can't really push anything, because as you can see, if he pushes with any of this, it's going to get sniped, and he has only like 2 tanks here. So as soon as anything gets close, it's going to get sniped here. You can't even attack this. So I'm pushing. So here comes the bombing run, and I'm going to end up bombing this admin, taking this admin down. So there goes the admin, and I'm only down 800 points. And I'm really need to start doing something. Just need to win this game. So I start killing this guy, and really he doesn't have anything left, and I'm really the only one that has anything. I start sniping all of these units here, trying just to stay alive here, and there's only 45 seconds left, and I start sniping this stuff. I got a recon out to start and snipe him, but there's only 36 seconds left, and I'm gonna lose this game. Unfortunately, I'm gonna lose this game, but then he surrenders. But then Alcide surrenders out of nowhere with 30 seconds left, and he surrenders. He had the win, and he surrenders. So as I said earlier, I was so surprised when he surrendered. I was actually going to be able to snipe all of those Jacksons. I actually would have taken all those Jacksons down right there, and I probably would have won the game, because I had 3 depots, at least pumping out some pumping out some trucks, and it was 1 versus 1, and he didn't have any money anymore because he had no depots. I had a couple depots on myself, but they had no income rolling in, and I don't think he realized that it was a timed game, and he surrendered and lost, and I ended up actually winning the game for my team. And I was so excited when I won the game. I could not believe I just won the game there with all of that, with an anti-tank base and all those rangers. As you can see, rangers are very deadly. Those chaffies getting sniped, and by that one anti-tank base. And that anti-tank base pretty much saved my life. If it wasn't for the anti-tank base, I would have pretty much been dead. And the rangers were the support unit, so the anti-tank base shot the chaffies, and then my rangers cleaned them up and really did a ton of damage. Once they were in range of that fanaticism, it was pretty much game over for him. And I believe he just quit, because if the game would have went longer, as you can see, if the game would have went longer, my anti-tank base would have most likely sniped all of those Jacksons. I had mobile AT rolling in at the back door here. I know you can't see it, but I had it rolling in right here just behind the screen. And I would have been they would have been in the woods, and they would have been started sniping as well, and I would have taken down all those Jacksons and those couple of tanks, and then I would have pushed in with all my infantry and pretty much collapsed Alcide. Alcide's base, because I had a bomber as well, and I would have been able to probably bomb all that and take that down. So really, the game would have ended in my favor regardless, but but realistically, the game should have went to Alcide and Psyko. But he decided to surrender, and he surrendered, and we won the game somehow. I don't know how it happened. As you can see, we ended up winning the game, but only because they surrendered, and Alcide really doing a ton of damage, as well, me and Alcide trading places here. Let's go for kills. And as you can see, a ton of points for my infantry. I got 794 by my rangers, doing a ton of damage right there. And let's go with income tab. As you can see, me rolling in the big money. That's why later in the game I was able to, once I stole those depot trucks, I had a ton of money rolling in from those close depots in that secondary HQ. So I stole 4 depots, and those 4 depots were rolling in money for me the whole time. Plus I think I had a depot down below my base, near my base as well, so I had a ton of money rolling in, and that was pretty much able to fund my massive ranger attack. And rangers are only $5 a piece, so I can really make a lot of them and really push on my opponent with them. So as you can see, a very exciting game, pretty crazy. And I don't know really what to say. It was a very exciting game, and I was really shocked that I even won, to be honest. Once that happened, I was so shocked that I won the game. But I did, and I was pretty much done after that. I said to myself, okay, I'm too tired, I'm going to bed. I cannot play any more of this ruse right now. And that's pretty much it. So hope you guys enjoyed the game, and I'll see you guys next time.